Telikulu, Ilma, Ilma, Felix Vandamiro, Emasha Comandero, Felix Vandamiro, Emasha Comandero, Mazisimba fa, Mazisimba fan, Sa Shasho Sistema Semami. Kutelikulu, na wakwanzayo, koma sawa itwale, dikauze muse, yensa sumise yakanya. Kutelikulu, na wakwanzayo, koma sawa itwale, dikauze muse, yensa sumise yakanya. Bazofuma ngempela, uthatha fohloza sengenile, lenza mandi iwambela ponsizwa, wanimele Afrika, njengwazi, uyelona mahlawetshale, uyelona kodwa yomnyama, uyelona mahlawetshale, uyelona kodwa yomnyama, uyelona kodwa yomnyama, uyelona kodwa yomnyama. Telikulu, Ilma, Felix Vandamiro, Emasha Comandero, Felix Vandamiro, Emasha Comandero,
Yabagabe, label jala bel kona kunda na zonke sedizio. My name is Yamasha Commander Phillips Wanda. I hope you're all fantastic. Thank you very much for taking your time to be with me all these longs. Thank you so much. Today I just want to have a few minutes. Sikhuluma phela ngendaba yabantwana ephumayo esemaphepeni egcwele emaphepheni. We are talking about indaba yabantwana egcwele emaphepheni. Kuthiwa khona hayi abantwana bemathebelaland kuthiwa khona i-pass rate yabo iyayangisa ngu-0 pass rate. Kodwa ke hayi igovernment iyala ithi khona hayi akulanto enjalo ngamanga aluhlaza. Right, what are you saying, guys? Give us your views, guys. Who wants to join? Let's talk and ngendaba leyi. Abantwana bemathebelele kuthiwa khona hayi bo yiziqoqodo zodwa. What is the reason behind this? We know ukuthi abantwana bemathebelele nje baphume ngobo 0 not qanda 0. What is happening? So let's discuss about indaba yankhona. My name is Yamasha Commander Phillips Wanda. I hope you're all fantastic in all parts of the world. Ngithemba liyaphila kumagumane omhlaba. I hope you're all fantastic. I am so good. Let's discuss better ngendaba yabantwana abemathebelele. Who wants to come in? Right, for those who want to join in, I've just put a link lapha ku Facebook. Let me just double check ubana i-link isikhona na. Yes, Sikhangwe Yakubo kunjani, welcome. Ngicela ukubona bonke abafuna ukuthi bangene sikhulume ngendaba ngike ngayifaka lapha ku Facebook lapha hayi ngiyakutshela bakwethu isingokunye simangalisa. So let's discuss ngendaba yabantwana bemathebelele othiwa khona sebephuma bengomaqanda o 0 abantwana bapasa emathebelele nje kuthiwa khona baphuma bengo 0. Kuyini okwenza ukuthi abantwana bemathebelele bafeyile, especially and win, what is the cause? What is the reason for those who want to join in? If there's no one who wants to join in, I don't want to lie to you. I just call it a small day. I don't care. I want people who want to begin. This is where what is happening? How can peace isn't doing so? So share if you are watching with your friends so that we can discuss. bafeyila abantwana bakini, bafeyila abantwana bakini kuthiwa yiziqoqodo, kuthiwa kona akulali uthe emakhanda lapha bafeyila nzima. So who wants to come in? Who wants to join me? Who wants to join me? My name is Amateur Commander. Phela msibana ngicela ungitshela nxa lingizwa kahle, ngicela ukuthi limfakele ama-hearts lama-likes if you can hear me. Ngicela ukuzwa ukuthi limfakele ama-hearts lama-likes size ukuthi liyangizwa na. Who wants to join in? Ayiyazwakala ikhanya izwakala kahle. Abantwana bakini khangelanini kuthiwa kona yiziqoqodo, kuthiwa abapasi. What is the reason okwenza ukuthi abantwana bangapasi? What is the reason okwenza ukuthi abantwana babe yiziqoqodo kini? I can see you laphana Sikhangwenya, ngiyakubona. I can see you Nare, ngiyakubona laphana. Yes, ama-hearts ngiyabona yangena sibili ukhanya ukubana lingizwa kahle. So asikhulume nini sithi fahlafahla ngamafitshane ingakayi kuyabona iLiverpool neManchester City. Sikhulume ngendaba leyo ukuthi kwenzakalani abantwana beMathebeleland kuthiwa abapasi. What is the reason okwenza ukuthi abantwana beMathebeleland bangapasi? Kuyini okwenza ukuthi abantwana beMathebeleland bangapasi? Naso ke indaba asivoxeni sikhulume ngayo. Let's talk about this issue. Indaba yabantwana beMathebeleland ukubana kuthiwa khona hayi yiziqoqodo abapasi. What causes that? Ngicela ukubana ofuna ukungena angene sikhulume. Nxa wena ofuna ukungena, no, it's okay, but i-link sengiyifakile ku-Facebook laphana. For those who want the link, just type in then ukuthumele i-link. Abantwana beMathebeleland kuthiwa abapasi, kuthiwa kona hayi vele i-pass rate yabo imbi kakhulu, kuthiwa imbi kakhulu. So let's talk about it. Who wants to come in? Apparently I read on the press that the government is saying those circulating news are that's not true. So ngicela ukuzwa ukubana lithini bangapha abantu bakini siza ukuthi kona lina lithini ngendaba le ekhulunywa ukuthi kuthiwa khona abantwana kuthiwa abantwana abapasi. No, it's okay, but uthe kona no, it's okay. Mana mbona laphana i-message laphana uthe no, it's okay. Okay, type in and then go out. Let's talk about okay, right. So ngicela ukuzwa ukuthi lina lithini. Let me know what you are saying. I can see laphana sinabantu abangu-5 kodwa kunamuntu otype Angela ukuthi uhamba njani. Guys, I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to waste people's time. I don't have time to waste. I don't have time to waste people's time. I come in here with a topic yokuthi size ukuthi kona what's your take ngendaba yabantwana bakini okuthiwa kona abapasi kuthiwa iziqoqodo, kuthiwa kona i-pass rate yabo inzima kakhulu, kuthiwa i-pass rate yabantwana beMathebeleland is unbelievable. So I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Can you please let me know if you want to join in, or just go to the Facebook and click the link. I can join and come in, then we talk. Let's talk about this. What's your take about abantwana bakini kuthiwa kona yiziqoqodo? Kodwa ke sake sayikhuluma indaba leyi, sake sayibamba sayihluzaluza, sakhuluma ngayo, sathola ukuthi kona ama-teacher amaningi awaveli ezigabeni. Why abantwana bakini befeyila kangaka? Kuthiwa kona i-pass rate yabantwana beMathebeleland is unbelievable. So who wants to join in? Who wants to come in? It looks like no one wants to join in. It looks like this topic is not ayikho ku-interest yabantu abaningi. So if it's not ku-interest yabantu abaningi, hayi sizayiyekela injalo sichiyele abanye abazabayibamba abakwazi ukuyibamba, ngoba I prefer ukuthi ngikhulume labantu abafuna ukuthi bayakhe izigaba zakibo. Angikhulumi labantu abangafuni ukuyakha izigaba zakibo. Ngifuna ukuzwa abantu abafuna ukuyakha izigaba zakibo. So I kindly ask you ukubana what's your take ngendaba yokuthi kuthiwa abantwana beMathebeleland abapasi, kuthiwa kona i-pass rate yabo imbi kakhulu. Who wants to come in? Who wants to talk? Who wants to join? Who wants to be involved? Right, before I go on, who wants to come in? Who wants to talk? While I'm waiting for people to come in, let me just play this jingle. Let me play the jingle waiting for others. But if no one wants to come in, I'll take it. No one is interested.
Bazovuma ngempela uthatha udungu fohloza sengenile lenzazo ngisemnandi iwambe lapho insizwa walimele Afrika emhlabeni siyakwazi uyelona umahlawetshwale
Right, uyabuza laphana umzizi Bhule uthi what is the link to join in? Ngena ku-Facebook laphana uzabona ilink ebhalwe StreamYard. Uzabona ilink ebhalwe StreamYard Jafel Dala. Ngena ku-Facebook laphana kule link engiyifakileyo laphana. Mana bonke ngakusendela na. Ngisakuthumela ilink Jafel Dala. What I realized ngabantwana bakithi abemathephelele, there is only one thing I have realized ngabantwana bakithi abemathephelele. If we actually learn ukuthi khona nathi sike sizimisele sime ngempo sime sithi mpo sime sithi mpo ama-topic ayakha isigaba sakini liyeke into yokumelela ukuma emaceleni. When I come in with a topic like this is the benefit of your own children. So when I invite you bantu bakini bemathephelele ngicela libuye sizokhuluma ngendaba esiyibona esecreator ku-news lingikhangele libona into ngiyisidumbu. I don't like it because honest enough I don't like it. I work with a lot of charities. I work with a lot of people. When I come in here with a topic engithi namhlanje itopic yakini emathephelele liyehluleke ukubuya lizokhuluma ling-ignore. I don't want to lie to you. I don't take these things lightly. I am talking about indaba yabantwana bakini okuthiwa khona bayafeyila. Abantwana bakini bayafeyila baphuma ngo-0. I-reason why abantwana bakini bephuma ngo-0. What is the reason why bephuma ngo-0 abantwana bakini? So buyanini sikhulume ukuthi kona kuyini okwenza abantwana bakini emathephelele ewangi efilabusi eMatopo ngaphi baphume ngo-0 umntwana athi ebhala u-grade 7 ayekele ukupasa. What are those reasons? So when I come in here asking for you guys to come in and join me and then you just tend to ignore, I don't want to lie to you. I don't take these things lightly because sikhuluma ngendaba ebenefita abantwana bakini. Sikhuluma ngendaba ebenefita isigaba zakini. Sikhuluma ngendaba ebenefita lina bantu bakithi bakomthwakazi. So when I come in here, I expect you guys ukubana libuye lizokhuluma lami sixoxisane silumane indlebe. Right mzi ngena ku messenger yakho ngikuthumele i-link yokubana ungene. I sent you a link yokubana ungene sikhulume ngendaba leyi. Right. It looks like abantu bakithi vele ezokungena ku social media abafuni. So let me just wait for maybe 10 minutes and see if people they want to come in and join and then we can talk. Because you know what? It's so good. Got it. It sends me back to the live platform. Maybe we need to add me live. Yes, no, ihlabe i-link ekuthumeleyo namzi. Right, ihlabe i-link ekuthumeleyo namanje. So ngikuthumele manje, so let me ngikuthumele manje. Ungayihlaba leyo link izakutshela ukuthi khona follow the steps. Uzalandela ama-steps ekutshela khona ukuthi hlaba ifoni yakho nxa inje uhlabe lapha ayihluphi. Ihlabe yona leyo i-link ayihluphi Jafel Dala. Right. Yes. Then for those who want to give me a call, if you find it harder ukungena nge-WhatsApp mani ndinikeze i-number yokubana lingene lizikhulumele nge-number size ukuthi khona lina lithini. Let me just give you the number for those who want to ukungena ngefoni size ukuthi bathini nge-WhatsApp. I-WhatsApp iyasebenza sibili. Let me give you the number as well. Just 1 second. Got it. Mana ngizothi umzithi mana ngiqale ngifonele umzizi lapha. Nxa ifoni yakho ikwanisa ukuthi uku-answer lapho mzizi bamba njalo sibone. Right, iyaringa laphana sibone. 1 second. Mzi ungahlaba i-link leyo ithini? Yeah, ungahlaba i-link leyo ithini mzi?
It sends me back to the live platform.
Yeah. Or ukuhambisa ku-live hayi okay mana ngikuthumele ilink yokungena yokushare ukungena okay mana I think maybe ngirong laphana as a guest mana ngikuthumele as a guest okay hayi senguzwile okutshoyo mana asibone mzi mana sibone ungaphumi mzi laphana right mzi mana ngizama ukuthumela lapha okay mana sibone I think I understand what you're saying okay umzi now la 1 second Jahel done kanti abantu bakini why lifeyila kangaka mzi
It's a difficult topic, my brother.
It's a difficult topic kodwa phela abantu bakini besaba ukungena kuma topic kanje why lisesaba
just give me a second. I'm on your live page and we're talking with messenger. So
yeah, sengikuthumele manje.
Okay. Let me go onto the link and see, because now I'm getting a double feedback.
Oh yes. Akuzame nxa kwehlule then sase but sengikuthumele ilink yokungena as a guest now. Okay. All right, akuzame sengikuthumele yona yena. Right. Okay, guys. Let me clear this, guys. Let me clear this to my brothers and sisters from Abantu Bakithi Ematebelele. I just want to say this. Me, I'm not a tribal person. I don't like tribalism. I don't like it. I'm a young man who love to see Zimbabwe doing well. But when I come in as someone who was born in Matebele and grew up in Matebele, who is from Matebele, and then I read about such, news. I'm lucky enough the government is saying that is not true. But when I read about news, pass rate abantwana be primary ematebelele, it's very bad. Then I ask myself, I've been to places whereby I find a teacher or vela. I'll give an example. Teacher uyabevela ebhinga azofundisa emapewumi. Teacher lo ngavele ngakwazi ukukhuluma isindebele ukhuluma isiTonga, which is I understand that teacher. Why is that teacher not be given a chance ukubana afundise ebhinga abantwana bakhona ngale? Then teacher lona ovela emapewume angakhutshwa emapewume esiyafakwa eHarare because kuyaphambanisa abantwana. Or else why can't the government then say, okay, in every school kumele kufundiswe wonke ama languages anje. When I followed this thing in the last few weeks, pass rate abantwana bematebelele, it's so bad, very very bad. And I need that keyboard please. Right, abantu bane bathi bafuna ukujoyina la. And it makes me feel sick. Honest, I feel so sick. I don't want to lie to you. I feel so sick. Right, let me put this link to Facebook for other people. Let me put this link to Facebook so that let me put this to Facebook. Right, there is the link for those who want to join StreamYard as a guest. Say if I on Facebook, go to my Facebook. First link oyibona ku Facebook lapana ngena ngayo. First link oyibona ku Facebook lapana ngena ngayo. Sengiyifakile ku Facebook those. Now umzi sengene lapana. Well done mzi. Mana ke bamba njalo mzi ngufake lapana sikhona mzi. Sokumele nje ukuthi ulokhuze icamera yakho mzi. Mbone ngani connect your mic before you talk. Mzi, make sure your mic is connected or your camera is connected. Okunye konke so right mzi. Into esisele nje kuwe kuphela ukusothi ukuthi icamera yakho i-right mzi ngoba intshela laphana ukuthi khona you can't add umzi engakalokho mana ngitshela ucamera laphana mzi into esisele you need mzi you guess you need to connect their mic. I-mic yakho mzi your mic usukhona but i-mic yakho while isamelele umzi laphana utazilungise laphana i-mic yakho mzi usukhona I can see you but your mic. Come on bantu bakithi, wake up, alike livuke lizinuka amakhwapha livuke likhulume, lingakhulumi i-tribalism, lingakhulumi, livuke lizilungise ukuthi kathi thina sehluleka nga shwali lehluleka ukubuye lizokhuluma for 20 minutes ngendaba yesigaba sakini, ngendaba yokuthi uthwale amagwala ndini. Right, mzi ukhona laphana mzi, I can see you, but you need to connect your mic before you come in. Mic, my mz, you need to connect your mic. Make sure ukuthi camera yakho right in phone yakho, everything is connected. Guys, but I'm sorry, I will use the word ematebelele because there is no other word I can use. Don't take this tribal, don't take this political, don't take this. Let's take this as an e-learning. Come sure, mz, you need to connect to the mic before you can be added on. Mz, you need to be connected to the mic. Mz, you need to be connected to the mic. Otherwise, ungekho ku-mic laphana mzi akula lutho. Lo muntu osendithumela imessage laphana ngabona nguyimzi mana ngingene imessage yakhe sibona. Right, uthi laphana uthi get me a second fixing technology. All right, Mike. Uthi usafixa i-technology, Mike. You know, I am a very, very proud young Zimbabwean. I don't want to lie to you. I'm a very, very proud young Zimbabwean. A proud Zimbabwean who is not afraid of things. I am very proud of myself because I stand by myself. I'm not afraid. I don't get intimidated. I say things as they are. So when I come in here, I ask you to come in and talk about isigaba sakini. Ukuthi abantwana bemathebhelele bayafeyila kakhulu. I-passrate abantwana bemathebhelele imbi kakhulu. Then lingikhanye lingangihlali ikhaya lisidumbu. I laugh. I go home, I laugh. Ngiyahamba ngiyevula enye program kathesi ekhuluma ngolunye ulimi kathesi. Uyangithola labantu abashaya ama-200. But ngingakhuluma labantwana bakithi bemathebhelele. Uyathola yilabantu ababili. But that's not the problem. That's not an issue. But you know what? Asizibukela amakhwapha abantu bakithi. Asizibukela amakhwapha. Anyway, let me not go there. Let's discuss about why is it abantwana bemathebhelele kuthiwa bona bayafeyila kakhulu u-grade 7. Bayafeyila kakhulu kuthiwa bona i-pass rate yabantwana bemathebhelele iyayangisa kakhulu. Namhlanje into esenyuzini. Inyuzi zonke zigcwele. Mana simelele umzila phansi. Nguye othi kona hayi mana angena abanye ukhanya ngani hayi bayesaba ukungena. Mana simelele ijaha lakomzisi ukuthi uthini. Mina I prefer ukukhuluma labantu abafuna ukuyakha izigaba zakibo. I prefer ukukhuluma labantu abangama-cowards. I don't stand with cowards. I'm not a person osebenza lama-cowards. I prefer ukusebenza labantu bakithi abafuna ukulungisa isigaba sakibo. Pass rate emathebhelele iyayangisa. Ukuyangisa. Even abanye abantu abavela kwezinye indawo bayamangala ukuthi kathi sibanda abantwana bafeyila kangaka bafeliswa kuyini. Asikukhulumelini. Xa siqede right umzisi ekhona lapha nawo usukhona kathesi mzisi sengu-Eda ke jahe elidala. Right usungena ke mzisi jahe elidala mfana omuhle okwazi ukubheka.
Babu Tawo kunjani?
Ngiyaphila jahe elidala kunjani?
Hey technology yabona ukuthi akusibo bo grade 7 abafayilayo nathi technology yasishaya man.
No. But you see, Mzi, let's make this clear, Mzi. Why is it abantu bakithi bemathebhelele we don't contribute in such things, such an important topic? Liyesabani.
Hey Tawo yazi it's unfortunate sisuka nje ukuthi you cannot touch such a topic without being political. It's so unfortunate, but politics, let's try and leave it aside and just talk about education. Yazi, maybe just to give you maybe a background, the reason why you're interested in kule topic, it's because I've got a program that I do. Well, it's actually giving back to the communities, especially Mathebhelele. I visit schools. I think for the past 5 years, I've actually donated in like over 50 schools, mostly in Mathebhelele, Well, I've done Botswana, I've done Namibia, I've done South Africa, but I try and be best kakhulu eZimbabwe, and it's so sad. It's so sad, Babusbanda, and uh, you know, abana, they lack opportunities eZimbabwe. And
Yeah.
the first opportunity abangayitholi is the opportunity to learn, to be at school. You understand?
Mm.
I'll tell you one thing, ukuthi what touches me so much ngabantwana basesikoleni ukuthi bayahamba esikolo ngo-7, isikolo siqala ngo-8 o'clock, let's say 8:30 umntwana has been kicked out of the class. Utshelwe nguthisha ukuthi or ngu-headmaster ukuthi akabuyele emuva kumama yakhe ayocela ifees, and ekhaya kukhona ugogo akanamali. So that means makabuyele ekhaya useluze izifundo for that day, and most probably the following day and week after akasaya esikoleni just because akana fees. Understand? And I'm not sure if the government is actually allowed ukuthi in our public schools abantwana baxoshele fees. I'm not so sure, which are other topics that we need to touch. I understand. So what I'm trying to say, ukuthi abantwana, the opportunity to be at school is taken away from them. Well, Tina, the outsiders, I always see myself as if someone looks at me, uyazitshela ukuthi no, umsizi uyachoma mhlawumbe uyambuluza ngemali yakhe, or uzitshela ukuthi unemali usebuya azodonate ezikolweni, but the schools are a mess. And we cannot blame teachers. We will never blame teachers. The reason why we will never blame teachers, I'm a teacher now. Remember, in society, there is different calibers of people. And in any, we know the professionals have actually left Zimbabwe.
Yes.
So the government and the society will. We understand. So
Yeah.
So from what they have, they've tried to hire the best, which might not be the best to produce the results that we want. So there are a lot of things surrounding abantwana ukufeyila. It's so sad. I was actually looking at the statistics izolo. Well, some schools send me directly because, well, I've got kids that I pay fees for. I've got kids that I sponsor with books and all of that. So I happen to get the results just for them to appreciate and show me what abantwana baperform kanjani. And it actually makes me cry. It makes me cry down. I don't want to lie.
Ngiyakuzwa.
But well, let's discuss. I don't know what's in your mind. Let's discuss. Let me not do the talking. Let's put it to discussions.
Yes, let's put it. Uyangizwa kahle. Uyangizwa kodwa. Uyangizwa kahle.
Yes, ngizwa kahle.
Right. Let's talk here, guys. Let's talk here, Jahel Dal. Mzi. It's so sad. You know, it's so sad, Mzi, ukuthi kuthiwa khona abantwana bakithi bayafeyila. Uzwa njani wena Mzi? Ekhaya kunga? Where do you come from?
Mina ekhaya kuseGwanda eMatshetsheni. Gwanda North.
Okay. Are you still based in Zim or you're outside because of now abantu sebephumile? Where are you based now? If you don't mind, I mean, are you outside? Don't tell us where you are. Are you based outside the country or you're still in Zimbabwe?
Mina ngise South Africa. Ngokuhlala ngise South Africa, but yeah, I'm from Rwanda and Macheche.
Stay there. Right. Whenever you go to Rwanda, Macheche and Lapana, uyefica kulo teacher ovela eMondoro, esikolo sakho. How do you feel, Jahel Dan?
Yazi, I don't wanna lie. At first, it used to frustrate me. I'm not sure if frustration is an understatement. I used to go crazy. Well, I'm that type of a person. Ukuthi bengithi mengifike eGwanda, I refuse to khuluma isiShona. Well, I was like that. But then, you know, ukuhamba bathi inkosi if they put it right, or bathi
Yeah.
ukuhamba ikubona. I've discovered ukuthi sometimes the government doesn't have a choice
Yeah.
than to give othisha baseMashonaland baba eMathebeleland, because that's what is available to them to have for them to hire.
Yeah.
I know, like I said, ukuthi let's try and leave politics out of this, because sometimes the politics becomes yes diverter from the truth.
Yeah.
We will say ukuthi abantwana baseMathebeleland bashoda imisebenzi, amatitsha wekho ini kuqhashwa ngobungane nangobuhlobo nangohlanga. Yes, that's the truth. But remember also ukuthi akumelanga that sikufake enhlizweni zethu kusenza singaproduce what we're supposed to produce. Understand?
Yeah.
Let's live with the reality. Now we're talking about abantwana abafailile. So basically, that means ukuthi next year no one is going to enroll for Form 1, or the schools in Mathebeleland bathatha abantwana abafailileyo for the sake of ukuthi umntwana bese esikolweni. So basically, or Form 4 abantwana, they will fail. So basically, there's not going to be teachers produced in this stream.
Yeah.
You understand? So
Yeah.
the government will then have to look for what is available to them to ukuthi baqashe. Yes, the fact remains, bakhona amashona that are not supposed to be hired and whatsoever. But I've learned with going to the schools. I think I'm privileged ukuthi ngiyazibona lezi zinto. I go to schools. I've been to Plumtree, I've been to Cholocho, I've been to Matoko, Kezi, I've been to Mapisa, I've been to Manama, Beitbridge. You know, I've been to Blawayo, donating in schools. I've seen how Mathebeleland operates, especially in schools. Guys, it's tough. It's tough. It's high time siphumeni with social media and be active with the ground and sisize abantwana bethu, nabantwana babomakhelwane, nabantwana bezihlobo zethu, nabantwana babangani bethu. Understand? It's really bad.
So, what do you give the blame for the failure of the children? You seem to be afraid of nailing the truth here. You seem to be yesabe ukudla iguma. Maphosa siyakwamukela nje.
Well, let's blame the government. Let's blame the government.
Let's blame the government. How do you blame the government on such a thing? You see?
Well, like I said, the government has pushed all the people supposed to be teaching kids which baphume outside the country. That's a fact. We have been pushed out of Zimbabwe, and we are forced. Nala isihlala khona in South Africa, Canada, wherever we are, the situation doesn't allow us ukuthi sihlale nengane zethu. Otherwise, ingane zethu ngabe vele azikho eZimbabwe. The fact of the matter stands. Labantwana baseZimbabwe ngabantu abethu. That will never change. Sihamba siyoshiya abantwana. 90% ngabantwana abazali abekho.
Okay. Right. Nasi indaba madoda. Maphosa, siyakwamukela Maphosa la. Kule jaha lakini lapha uduzane lakini wena ungwefla bhusi ujaha lo ngwegwanda lingabantu bani. Abantwana bakini abantwana bakini bayafeyila baphuma ngo-0.7. 0 qanda.
Yeah.
0 qanda. Let's not argue here. Indaba nje likhuluma lithi bantwana bemathebeleland. First and foremost, we are not fighting here. We don't want to ukuthi bona bese uthi kona Air Marshal Commander was talking hate. We don't want to fight, we don't want to have hate here. We want to talk about into ezenzakalayo as a reality. Angithi?
Yes.
So, indaba nje likhuluma lithini ngayo bafana bakithi? Asikholise nini? Let's enjoy the program without fighting with other people. Let's enjoy. Why is it? I mean, the government has come out and say that is not true. But circulating, they are saying the children of Mathebeleland are failing. Why are they failing?
Philip. I-government ngeke ivume iblame. Ngiyakwazi lokho. I-government ngeke ivume ukuthi wrong. I told you ngecase yase-Avoca ngithi yokuletha u-headmaster ongaboniyo esikole. U-headmaster ongaboniyo. From where? From eMpumalanga. Uhamba no-assistant teacher wakhe. Asimazi ukuthi ufunde kulo assistant teacher. Uzo-headmaster e-Avoca. You understand? Into okwenza uqala ukuthi no, those guys they are creating environment ezakwenza ukuthi abantwana bethu bafail. We can't say ukuthi government uvumile ungavuma. Even i-ground akayivumi namhlanje yakwazi lokho. Abayivumi i-ground. Ngeke bayivumi ukuthi ikolo ibona benza kufail. But mina I'm sure ukuthi ibona. And I can think ukuthi abantu abadeploya yithi ba qualified enough ukuthi bafunde. Go to kuphi? Go to eselabhuse and you will see ukuthi abantu abaqashwa kakhulu obani. Bake basifundisa thina. Bake basifundisa siwazi. Yini but Philip we-headmaster ongaboniyo from eMpumalanga yini ekhaya. Yabona yakhona. So we can't say ukuthi okay, yeah, washa kwacima abantwana. Kuba pasa ba right, but they are deployed. Even never sifundiswa umfana ngesikole isibongo sakhe. What is that? Since form 6, the temporary teacher from Mashonaland. Says A-level. From Mashonaland, this one. So expect kanjani capacity. Do you mean ukuthi abekho kithi abantwana abangafaka kwakhe makuthiwa abekho? So i-situation ekhona njenge team, we know abantu abenza sifeyile, and those abantu abenza sifeyile bathini basibheka manje ukuthi no, you are failing kanjani yet ibona basifundisana. But it seems we are happy ngoba liyabasupporta ngithi, and anibaqambi ukuthi obani anikhulumi nithi ugovernment usebenzela obani no uzodwa hate speech nani. But uyavuka mina ngitshela ngakini but Philip ekhaya kini with-headmaster ongaboniyo bamdeploya kini. Headmaster ongaboniyo to come and lead abantwana bangakini. Ucabanga isikole leso siyapho no-headmaster ongaboniyo. Abathi umuntu onjalo uvela beyi-cost waye abantwana sebefeyilile ngo-headmaster ongaboniyo. Phezu kwalokho u-headmaster lo akasuki lapho usuke eMpumalanga. Baningi go to Elokhuzeni esilabhusi lapho uqashwa khona uyobona ukuthi obani abaqashayo. Uyobheka izibongo zabantu abaqashayo ukuthi obani esilabhusi. Will be sure. Angeke into esingayenza yini ukuthi thina-ke maybe sizame ukuthi abantu bahlanganisele ubhudesho lo wasegwanda ukuthi asizame ukwenza something, maybe siyichashele othisha bethu sibe nabothisha bethu abazosiza ukuthi okay, now uthisha nawo wethu, nawo wabo nawo uthisha wethu. I think that one ingasebenzela, but othisha babo ngeke basisenda, ngeke basisenda. Yeah, we get on like this. And ukufeyila kwabantu bakithi akuqalanga manje. I-system creative usike 0% this time akithi, next year ku-0 futhi. Ikuthi nje akuvuma ukuthi ugcine uqema zero, but siyalapha.
So do you believe that is true ukuthi abantwana bayafeyila? Because the government came out today and say we have realized something circulating on social media that there is nothing like that. Do you believe ukuthi abantwana bayafeyila though?
Lalela mina ngithe ngabe ngafunda khona esiwazi ngithi
yeah,
bekuba nzima ukuthi kube nomuntu ophuma ne-5 O levels.
Why?
Obani abasifundisayo? Umuntu othi ngasenza u-form 6 angithi besifundiswa temporary teacher second term form 6. And then i-question yakho mayizothi why? I don't know ukuthi ufuna into ongayi-understandiweyo. Because umuntu wenza u-form 6 angithi supposed to be ukuthi afundiswe umuntu onolwazi olupropo oluphelele wesima esezobhala. But temporary teacher form 6 yanaka mshaya. Yabona ukuthi kudlala ngathi nje, and it seems nathi siya-enjoy.
No, No. You cannot say we're in
Form 6. Second term.
No, but don't say
You
we're
are a teacher.
don't say we're
Then
enjoying.
you expect which is fast again up. It says just go and do you check about to
Okay, mashabayithwale bamba njalo. Hold on, Maphosa. Right, Sibanda kunjani?
so senzani masingakwazi ukuthi siwaqambe ngamagama ukuthi obani labo abantu abasihluphayo.
Uyangizwa yini Jabel Dala? Maphosa, uyangizwa? Maphosa?
Yebo ngiyakuzwa bhuti.
Bamba
Yeah.
bamba njalo.
Yes.
Blessed kunjani?
Yaphila Prafil. Ngizwela kathana man bengikuzwa kahle manje sengikuzwela kathana.
Uzwela kathana kathesi?
Kakhulu.
Mana bamba njalo. Uyangizwa kathesi?
Ngiyakuzwa kodwa ngikuzwela kathana wena ungizwa kahle.
Ngikuzwa kahle wena vela ufuna akumela ungizwe kahle because mina ngiyinduna. So you don't need ukuzinduna kakhulu. So mina ngiyinduna. Right, siyakwazi Blessed, we work a lot together. Maphosa, we work a lot in Z, we work a lot together. Bantwana bakini bemathebheleni they are failure, you are pathetic disgrace. Why are you failing? Abantwana bakini why you fail kangaka? Why abantwana bakini bengapasi? Liyayangisa kulumhlaba bantwana bemathebheleni. Why is it so?
Ufuna ngingene ukukhuluma nabanye.
Ngikhuluma la futhi ngumzi lonke lizithutha liyafeyila. Abantwana bakini bayafeyila kodwa ngihamba drive imoto ezesabekayo. Ngikhuluma lani lonke.
Prafil, sawubona namadoda ase-studio.
Yebo Jaheldan.
Yebo.
Hayi ngiyabingelela amadoda salibonani lonke. Hayi yabona lento eyokufela kwabantwana Prafil ithanda ukuba nzima. Lo thina singabantu asifuni ukuvuma ikakhulu kwakithi umhlubulo ngizakhuluma mina ngibheke njengomuntu wasemakhaya mina ngumuntu wasemakhaya so ngizakhuluma ngesituation engiyibona emakhaya.
Ungakakhulumi Blessed, ungakakhulumi Blessed. Uvela ngapha ekhaya. Mina I know where you come from but abanye abantu we need to know where you come from.
Mina ngivele eMarinoga, iMarinoga iseKhezi iMatobo district ngaphansi kwenduna uFuyani.
Okay, bamntwana koFuyani. I-pass rate yangini kusukisela wena usesikolo uziye ukuthi namhlanje injani? Tell us about izikolo zakini what okubi oswahlangana lakho wena ukhula usiya phambili.
Mina ngifunde ngingweMarinoga kodwa ngifunde St. Anna primary ngafunda St. Anna secondary ngaswasa ngisiye Plumtree Science High School yami.
Yeah.
Into edanisayo Prafil i-primary yethu manje ama results wethu last year I think we were at 34%.
34%.
Yeah, kwabhala abantwana abangu 38 kwapasa I think 12 or 13 or so.
Ngida phana sephumile uphathe uzaphenduka. Yeah, khuluma sizwe. Yeah.
So sine 34% ku primary school and then secondary if usidlula 20% siyakuya kuyinhlanhla secondary yethu vela ayizange yenza kahle even kusafunda thina 3 streams eze O level bekukhona ukupasa abantu abangadluli ne10 makuthi upasa abantu abaningi it will be like 5.
Why?
And then the rest yeah.
Why?
I think kunama factors amaningi Prafil. Ngiyabona abafowethu bagxeka kakhulu ukuthi abantu bakithi bafundiswa ngabantu ababiya kwezinye izizwe. Mina I would like to differ. For the past 7-8 years ngibe involved kakhulu ekuzameni ukuthi sixhase kakhulu abantwana e-primary school sakithi. Nakwezinye izikole I'm involved in quite a lot of old school associations lapho kusoswa khona ama resources and try to help the kids. So to start with abantwana bakithi feel umntwana u grade 3 up to grade 5 ku foundation phase we expect ukuthi the kid will be able to construct like a 5-word sentence elesilungu asithi just English because most of the subjects are fundiswa ngesilungu. Abantwana bakithi abakhona ukwenza into enjengaleyo. They can't read a five word sentence. They can't construct a 5-word sentence. Ngikhuluma on grade 3 to grade 5.
Yeah.
So by
Why?
the time esiyafika ku grade 6 and grade 7 lapha expectwe khona ukuthi use it's just a wrap up. Umntwana akazi lutho. Umbalisi omthola lapho useqala phansi.
Mana khona bodawo. The question comes now and say, why is it so?
Thina njengabazali asikaziniki isikhathi sokuthi sifake ama resources ebantwaneni bethu. We have never given ourselves time to invest in our kids' education. Right? Sikhuluma ngama libraries, ama community libraries kasinawo. Abantwana bethu, they don't have a reading material. I won't talk about the government, because the government, everyone can see what the government is doing. So now, if you are going to rely on the government, who are we? What else can we expect from the government? Ngoba abantu ababo bafunda emazweni, abafundi babefunda ekhaya, abafunda ama private schools. So if we can start from the ground, let's invest ebantwaneni. Abantwana babe ne learning materials. Mabe phuma ezikoleni kube nendlela ukuthi how best can we improve illiteracy ebantwaneni to begin with. Hayi ukuthi umbalisi seqalisa ukuyafunda. Umbalisi athi kanti umbalisi omuthi ezofundisa grade 7, to grade 7 can't even write a proper sentence. Umfundisana umntwana maso kunjani.
Nasi indaba maphosa, nasi indaba edawo. Nanso ke indaba dawo. So, asilweni lindaba madoda. I know ukuthi kona maybe saba lesikhathi esifuthane njengoba namhlanje sibingelela liverpool leman city. Kodwa asilweni ke lindaba. Sikhulume nini? So kwenziweni? What can we do? It's a pity ukuthi abantwana bakithi omama, abantu abangomama akula muntu oyekhuluma la. Sikhuluma siba lufana. So siyenzeni dawo? What can we do?
Prafili mina, I would say let's go back to the basics. Asiqalise nini ukudingela abantwana bethu ama materials ukuthi bafunde abantwana. To begin with, from the preschool to a primary school, lower grades up to grade 7. Asaben kusosa enough material. If needs be, asenze nama community libraries. Azaba ngama resource and research centers for abantwana. Ukuthi mabe ngekho esikoleni makunomuntu ofundileyo mhlambe within the community, they can help abantwana ngama assignment, ngama twine lento, ama homework. Nokubafundisa just reading and comprehension. Ngoba into esithaka kakhulu especially thina kuma rural areas into esithola ama 0%, akuna comprehension. Umntwana ngeke akunanto akwazi ukuyibala. So if umntwana akwazi ukufunda for understanding, uzabhala njani test?
Naso isandla sesiphakama lapha kuwena uJason uyaphakamisa lapha.
But ayingibuce ukubuza baba.
Yebo.
Empumalanga awekho ama rural areas.
Akhona ama rural areas eMpumalanga.
Developed ukudlula thina kakhulu.
Uthi developed ukudlula abangapha ngakithi.
Yeah.
Angeke ngisho butwami kodwa mina ngiza ukuthi umbuzo wakho ngiyawuza ukuthi uyanga. Awuthi ngiphendule kanje, ungabheka eMashonaland kakhulu. Abazali bonke bakhona ekhaya. Angithi. Whereas ngapha kwelethi side ngobuningi bethu sizala abantwana eSouth Africa sibathumele ekhaya. Of which abantwana ekhaya either is child-headed families or bahlala nabogogo. Akunamuntu obalandelelayo. So noma kuzama ukufundwa ayikho into efundwayo.
Okay, ngikubuza umbuzo kafishane.
Ngiyasebenza mina ku ministry, ngiyasebenza ku Ministry of Education, just 1 second. Ngiyasebenza ku Ministry of Education ekhaya 2003 to 2005 I think. Ngihambe izikole eziningi 5 or 6 schools eMatopo district, and I can tell you the only school engathola kunabantwana abakhona ukufunda ba understand into eyabifundisa eclassini ku Reps esematopos research. The rest of the schools bekunganalutho.
So then now you are saying you have to shift the responsibility ka teacher silethe ekhaya kube abazali ekhaya abafundisa ingane.
We're not shifting the responsibility, but we're supporting the teacher as well. Our schools are
No, what a problem we put. Not supporting them when they fail to produce 1%, it means they are doing nothing.
Tina, what are we doing besides buying the uniform and the stationery?
lalela wona futhi uphume esikole kudala ngithi so nesikhathi waphuma
Mina ngiphume esikole kudala kodwa ku-education
unesikhathi
about 15 or 16 years ago.
okay mina ngicabanga ukuthi ngikhathi
Ngikhuluma nge-ground akithi ngikhuluma ngento ebengiyibona ku-ground from my own assessment.
Shothi ama-assessments akho wenzile ngesikhathi senza ama-assessments akho mina bengisesikole by then ngithi
Ubusesikolweni.
usho ukuthi kufair ukuthi umuntu ozokwenza i-A level afundiswe temporary teacher umuntu osukayo kwenza i-A level we-expect lo muntu aphase ngama-assessments akho nje owenzayo
Angizange ngithi kufair lokho, but anti mina lapha my main argument is on the foundation phase. Profile angazi ngiyangizwa ngihlele ngizamuka kancane.
Hayi kurayi ngiyakuzwa.
even singasuka ku-foundation phase suke ku-foundation phase akithi those guys they are failing to do ama-basics uthe ufike ey'kole oziqambileyo ngithi uthe akukwathi cha bekwazi ukufunda ngithi so it means they are failing to do ama-basics they are failing to do ama-basics
So Maphosa, mnawami wena ungumnawami Maphosa. I-blame yakho uyifaka kubani? Wavuka ulaka wamisa intshebe ufaka kubani ulaka?
mina ngakutshela ukuthi but Philip unje ukuthi basilethele u-headmaster ekhaya ongaboniyo osuke empumalanga
Simchiye
isimboli yokufeyila leyo
wayengaboni lo asike simchiye namuhla. Asimchiye wayedinga umsebenzi wawuthola. Asibuyele endabeni abafeyelayo. Wayengaboni la waba lenhlanhla wazuza umsebenzi lapho kwakulabantu abangaboni khona. Asikhulume nokwanamuhla.
right okwenzakalayo yini ngazofundiswa mina umuntu wayengekho qualified wayengekho position ukuthi angidudise mina ngithi ngesikhathi engase ngikuso ngangifuna umuntu onjani one-understanding engcono wangifundisa loyo muntu namanje ufana ukuthi kunabanye abasafundisa okay you can't say ukuthi wena kuma-assessment akho futhi for 15 years ufike ezikoleni ezithile futhi xa bengakwazi ukufunda it means those ones who are teaching they are failing ukuthi babafundise ama-basics ngokufunda is a basic ukuthi umuntu athathe incwadi abale is a basic.
Listen Maphosa uvela esiwazi uvela eYavoca uvela eMapeume uvela eDegezi uvela eDenje endaweni yakini lapha abantwana bakini balamabhuku akwanileyo yini ezikolo lapho be honest
uColtard wakhipha amabhuku amaningi kakhulu especially kuma-secondary wakhipha amabhuku amaningi kakhulu uColtard akhona amabhuku
lalela
esecondary akhona
lalela
esecondary akhona
Maphosa abantwana nxa beqeda isikolo laphana beqeda isikolo
yebo
kade sibachayisa sikhathi banantwana besikolo wesibanda isingathi ngo-3 4 5 angithi
Yeah, 4:30.
Past 4 eqeda umntwana laphana ulawo na amabhuku okuhamba endlini ayebala unaso na isikhathi sokuthi abale entambama engakayi ukuyalala unaso yini isikhathi kumbe uthi nxa eqeda isikolo umntwana lapha kucinele khona eklasini yikho evuka siyathatha khona ekuseni. Do you understand what I'm saying, guys?
Yeah.
Abantwana
no akuyona problem lokufika kunabantu owafunda nabo it's unfortunate ngoba wafunda endaweni ezi-right ngithi fortunate kuwe ngoba wafunda endaweni e-right but bakhona abantu abaziyo abafunda emkwabena ngithi ababe-right bakhona abantu abapasileyo befunda emkwabeni bahamba 15 kilometers 20 kilometers bapasa ba-right basema-university benzele kulawo ma-conditions. So we can't blame he just clear ngaphansi kwayo besihamba ama-kilometers amaningi kakhulu but we manage ukuthi njani sikwazi ukuhlanganisa u-1 no-1 nje we manage ukuthi
umntwana lalela dawo lo Maphosa umntwana ophuma in a poor family chances of failing they are there ngoba ngala are enough resources. That's what we are talking about. So singablame government siphume siblame government but lathi abazali are we doing enough?
No yazi ukuthi ugovernment angithi kuba nzima because those guys banabantu ababadeployayo to come and do umsebenzi kunabantu ababadeployayo abangekho competent
Sibanda ukhanyana uvalile ihlwe liyi-1 kukhona ofuna ukukhuluma ukhuluma mina I can tell
hayi mamelisisile ngiyamamelisisa
ukhanyana alikuzwa nando Maphosa khonapha qedela nani babili.
Umaphosa is talking mainly ama-challenges engeke ngithi awekho ngama-challenges akhona kodwa ke i-government yethu asivumelani into eyi-1 i-government yethu iyazehlulekela and to expect ukuthi i-government to do ama-wonders at the moment kunzima ama-teacher
why government ihluleke manje kumele kube kithi why ihluleka esigabeni sakini
now we have to take responsibility thina sinama-factors amaningi ayenza kube nzima ezikoleni zakithi ngakhuluma like e-secondary school for example umntwana ofunda e-St. Joseph's phansi emakhaya nomntwana ofunda kuBulawayo kune-difference bona laba bantwana ngithi not ofunda koBulawayo sakabe efundisa u-temporal teacher but uthola ukuthi upasile ukudlula umntwana ofunda emakhaya efundiswa ngutitsha osene-20 years experience. Into esibulala kakhulu singabazali kunabanye abazali ukuthi umzali engafunda engaqeda isikolo ngo-2000 ahambe e-South Africa chiya abantu abakhe ekhaya umntwana uyangena ugrade R aze ayephutsha ku-form 4 umzali engakwazi ukuthi umntwana ufundiswa ngubani 1 2 engakazali ubeke esikolweni noma engabe off or engabe sukile emsebenzini esemakhaya afike nje abe ngumuntu o-socializayo angaziniki isikhathi sokuthi ayebheke umsebenzi womntwana wesikolo and understand ukuthi umntanami ukhona lapha this is my child's ability either ku-agriculture or ku-building or academically the child is gifted so ngayenza njani ukulungisela i-future yomntanami. So abazali thina singabazali asikayenzi lutho but sifuna ukuthi ama-teacher la adeploy government abababhadala $50 ngenyanga bapasise abantwana bethu and do miracles. Are we being fair?
Thank you.
Ufuna ngiphendule?
Yes.
Ngikhangele wena.
Answer.
Usibande. Kunabantu abakhule ngaphansi kwabo benabehlala nabogogo ngithi. Abaphansi mina uma wami ngithi ubengakwazi ukufunda inhlobo ngithi. So uthini ubengakwazi ukufunda but I managed to come up with something enjalo engakwazi ukufunda. Engakazi angisize ngalutho. Yathi ukuthi thenga uniform nokuthi hambe esikole. Thenga ukudla nani waphela la akakwazi ukufunda but we manage. Kunabantu ikakhulu lini engasenithe ukuba badala ngithi kufanele ukuthi nakhule nabo ogogo bengafundanga omama bengafundanga obaba bengafundanga but you manage to come up.
Maphosa, don't discriminate over age.
No, I got to feel but you manage to pass it. Yebo ngiyana
i-difference yomuntu ofunde maybe ngama-90s and early 2000s or backwards kusiya ngale was i-motivation. That was the difference between now and then. Kudala abantwana wena ubunje mawufunda ubunesifiso sokuthi ngifuna ukuba yilokho even though ungasabanga yilokho ibe khona but you are demotivation, you are motivated to make a difference ku-family and your society. Abantwana bamanje mayefunda umzali abelokhu emtshela sithi hawu uzabuya uyazi ukuthi abe sithi uzabuya uzabuya eSouth Africa uzoyenzani. So ngenye into esilimazayo siyimathebeleni abantwana bethu abasena motivation okunye well it's structural from the government ngoba abantwana aze bepase abawutholi umsebenzi maybe ikho sebona kungasasizi ukuthi bafunde izikolo sezisebenza indawo yokuthi abantwana bethu bakhulele khona baqede isikolo then basilandele bezosebenza nathi.
Can I ask you a question, the both of you? But don't take this personally. And those who are listening, don't take this personally. I'll start with my young brother, Maphosa. How proud are you? Now child up is I'm from Matebeleland. How proud are you?
I'm proud, Yaku. You're proud. What the only person frustrated. Especially when goes to in the food. I'm not here to man what about one of us behlukunyezwa nendlela abahlukunyezwa ngayo. because ba-abuse. We can't blame ukuthi government or kanjani kanjani. Government uyakwazi ukuthi abenze babe right ngani. But mina I'm proud ukuthi ngugodlwayo. I'm proud kakhulu ngalokho.
Daw, Blessing, how proud are you ukuthi kona mina uyazi ukuthi Daw Sibanda mina ngiyazitshaya lapho ukuthi I'm so proud ukuthi umntwana weMathebheleni. How proud are you?
I'm always proud, Prafil. That's why I wish abantu bakithi can rise up to this challenge
And then when
and
you're
make a
proud,
difference. Mina, all I say is abantu bakithi, we are capable of making the difference, but we are not, and we're not showing our capabilities, and we undermine ourselves.
Okay, there was an opposition area kucha ngomunye minister laphana. I'm not diverting the topic. Area kucha ngomunye minister wathi abantu beMathebheleni bayabaleka besiyashaya kusebenza egolini. Who remembers that topic? Oh, to talk on abantu beMathebheleni bayabaleka besebenza egolini bebaleka. Okay, let's leave it at this one. When you wake up in the morning, we have talk on all Mathebheleni student children are pass rate is zero, beyond zero. How do you feel? Now you're standing uvala ku-headlines yokuthi kuthiwa bona iMathebheleni ile worst pass rate. How do you feel about now? Ngicela ukubuza that question.
What could Philip angithi? You know umsebenzi wami angithi.
Yeah.
You know into engiyenzayo. So mina ke into esiyenzayo thina kunama forms that what yila ama form, but okay anyway. Ukuthi assess i-performance yakho as umuntu owenza leyo service angithi. So i-performance kathisha siyibona kuphi? Siyibona enganeni i-performance kathisha. So if you have 0%, it means those teachers, they are failing dismal. Because sibona khona i-performance kathisha. I-performance kamfundisi ubesontweni ukuthi abantu banjani bayaphenduka bavuma inkosi, i-performance kamfundisi. So if you have 0%, aba-include ama-teacher. But ama-teachers from eMathebheleni, they fail to produce even 1%, including in ama-headmasters akhona. They must be included. They fail. Not in Ghana. They are there to be guided to achieve our goals about we will ask. So, we teach.
Right. Bamba Jalo Mapos. Ukhanya umzila phana ubhala ama notes. Siyakubona mzi. Usephelelwe idatha bakithi alike lincede umzili imthumela amadata athengise enxenye ngaba le data. Idatha iyamhlupha bayithi mna wami. Alright, uzaphenduka umzili. Libala ama comments laphana. Uvusa umuzi moyo laphana uyabhala utsho kuwe kanye Maphosa. What is the issue of the Maphosa are not there at schools, especially commercial subjects?
Maybe my khuluma nge-A-level ngoba ikhona kune-commercial nani. But at all level uCollected wadonate amabhuku amaningi. I think uSibanda uzofakazela namade ku-Ministry of Education. uCollected wafaka amabhuku amaningi. I think it was if not after 2010, but kunamabhuku abafaka amaningi kakhulu.
Okay, right. Sibanda, esikwazi laphana ule idea ukuthi kulabantwana abangaka e-primary labantwana abangaka e-secondary. Maphosa, hayi Maphosa.
Mina but Philip.
Yeah, Maphosa, yeah.
I know.
Ngahambe emapewu ngifuna uyadonate laphana. That's what ngahleka. Guys, let me be honest with you guys. I'm so sorry to say this. Ngahambe emapewu men, angikwazi ukuthi emapewu men siyavula i-secondary.
Yes.
Ngahambe emapewu men ngathola abantwana abayenza u-form 4. Can you guess the two of you ukuthi e-secondary emapewu men kwakulabantu abangaki?
No, bayabantwana abancane bana imikhetha for indawo ezincane kakhulu.
Enrollment yakho incane.
Okay, libone ngani kulabantwana abangaka ababesenza u-form 4 by the time?
Less than 20.
Babe yi-6. Kuthiwa kona nxa sebebhala bahamba bayebhala emkwabeni.
What Philip? Even this was A level. Bake baba 3 or 4. Bayobhala again. A level. I think there are 3 or 4.
Do you expect the government to support a school abantwana abayi-4?
No, good Philip. Kunothisha ofundisa abantwana abawu-4 ahlule ukuthi abenze baphasa ngithi. Abantwana abawu-4. The show is incompetence kunothisha. Abantwana bahlule ukuphasa bonke.
Naso-ke indaba. Naso-ke indaba Dawu. Naso-ke indaba Elokuzeni. Angilibuzile ngibuza wena lawe Dawu. Ngithi esikhulu ukuthi pase i-government ispende imali esiwazi kulabantwana abayi-4. Come on guys. So abantwana abayi-4.
No, I mean ugambe umlethile uthisha ngithi. Ukhona uthisha ofundisa abantwana abawu-4 and afela ukuthi bonke labo it shows something ukuthi kune-something wrong ngalowo thisha. No, we have a government as long as uthisha ekhona ngithi kulabo bantwana abawu-4 it means something.
Izikole lezi ezintsha eBrafili abazama ukukhatha i-distance yokuthi abantu uma ngohanjwa abantwana besuka ekhaya besiya esikole zinama challenges ala ukuthi enrollment yakhona iyabe incane because ama-feeder sine-feeder school eyi-1. So angazi ukuthi kungayenzwa ndlela bani. I think those are the schools that need a lot of support from the people, from the community, to make sure ukuthi izikole ezo ziyathola support right. Not just from I don't expect much from the government and the teachers.
Okay.
Uteacher ma esefika secondary school, you cannot expect ukuthi afundise umntwana how to construct a sentence and the comprehension and all that. So kutshintshile ma iselaphana sefundisa into ezingathi asazozibhala ku form 4. Manje waqalisa ukufundisa umntwana simple sentences ku form 1 or form 2. Uza siyafika sehlekwa nayi sechiya nayi syllabus. So I think ama communities, let's support those schools, especially these new schools ezingama secondary schools and these new schools ezingama primary school. Sikhona isikole engangafika kuso ngomunye umnyaka kuthiwa iLukhanyiso sise eFort Asher before siyafika eMatop. Sasinabantwana abangafiki na 20, but it was a school. So they were combining ama classes, grade 1 and 2 and 3, or grade 4 and 5 and grade 6 and 7. It's a strike. The government is trying, but whatever izamayo ayibonakali ngoba akunama resources.
Okay, but Dawu, President, wena lapho vela khona yini ovela khona yini ku area lapho vela khona yini abantu alisa diaspora ungakwazi ukuthi lingaba bangaki?
We formed an association some time back. Isikolo sethi primary has got enrollment efika ku 500.
That is a massive number.
It's a very big school because grade 7 last year kubhala bangu 78. Ngisalinde bengikhuluma no headmaster izolo lokho ngisalinde ukuthi ngibone I pass, because the previous year were 34%, and maybe this year we might be even lower because sinabantwana abaningi ababhalayo. So chances of 10 pupils passing, they are quite high. But that said, we were trying to support the school. We were trying to call everyone to come on board. But inking esinayo ukuthi abantu bakithi, the very people with the kids at those schools, they don't want to come forward and support imizamo esiyabe ama ideas esibuya nawo. Let's support the school. Let's resource the school. So ma izakhamizi abanikazi babantwana abase diaspora, South Africa especially, Johannesburg, ma bengafuna ukuthi let's go back to the community support isikolo sethu, kuba nzima ngoba most of the guys esisebenza nabo abana even umntwana oyi-1 ofunda kuso ngalesi sikolo. Abantu bethu bafunda khona apha kumbe bafunda emadolobheni koBulawayo.
Right. So when Blessed, ufuna ukubuza umbuzo. I mean, we're not here to stay there. Ngoba what I've realized ebantwaneni bemathebheleleni abafeyilayo ngoba mama akula mntwana owabomama oyesindebeleni ofeyilayo ngoba ngabe bakhona ku program yethu ngabe babuya bazosijoyina. So ukuthi abantwana abafeyilayo ngabantwana besifaneni, never mind, let's leave them bengekho. Right. So when Dawu ngendlela oyibone ngayo indaba, what challenge have you given yourself in your area? What is your challenge now? What's your next challenge?
My next challenge is I'll try by all means. I've tried in these past years, but I think I have not tried enough. I'll try by all means to bring everyone on board. Umuntu onomntwana ozangena grade 1 or grade R up to grade 7. Everyone onomntwana ehlala South Africa, I'll make it a point to me and my team, we're going to meet those people and see to it how best they can help us. Either by donating newspaper or magazine or book, kitchen or anyway, my reading material, just bring that and then let's just go and dish it and see with emakaya either retired teachers who can supervise the program with abantwana abafunda, especially ngama holidays nangama weekends, especially those grade 5, 6 and 7. We want to make sure we develop a culture of reading and motivate the kids as well. Umuntu mayesukile South Africa angafike echoma ngeteke elihle ehamba ngebhayisikile elihle ehamba imoto enhle. Motivate the kids. Ubatshela abantwana ukuthi it's not ukuthi South Africa they are greener pastures, but you have to learn, and you guys have got an opportunity to learn. Use that opportunity now.
Okay. Baba Jan.
Yes, Ninjani. Ask this technology.
Yeah, siyehlisi
Technology yahlupha man.
Right, so kubonile ubambe ballpoint laphana engena inki ubungani uyabhala laphana kumbe ububhanani kukhanya ngani indaba liyakhuluma kakhulu mzi akuthi khaphu kungakaqhubeki
Tawu
bahlupha.
Yazi ngiyafisa ukuthi ungixhumanise nalo bhuti ongena ekugcineni because of i-technology angisazwanga igama lakhe but ubhuti ongena ekugcineni ngiyafisa
ngisebenza naye kakhulu uBlessed Sibanda.
Oh Baba Sibanda, yazi you actually talking my language. I think that one thing that guys like you should emphasize, because you guys have got a platform ukuthi nihlanganise abantu. You've got a platform ukuthi niyenze ama-live conferences like this and where we can engage. Because uSibanda angaze ngimbone nomfowethu angaze ngimbone, but most probably they are here in Johannesburg and asazani. You've got programs that you do, he's got programs that he does, and we have no idea who operates where and who does what. At the end of the day, it's divided force. Understand, which doesn't yield much results as it's supposed to. So I think it's at some point kumele sikhuthazaneni sihlanganeni. I believe we can do something that's productive. Abantwana need help. That's the truth. Ngeke sikubalekele lokho. The issue ayikhulumayo ukuthi umntwana ongu-grade 6 cannot construct a sentence. I've been there, I've seen it. I don't wanna lie, he's nailing on the right nail. Ukhuluma iqiniso. Every time I go to schools, like I say, I always go to schools. Well, I target is secondary kakhulu, but nama primary schools I do. It's difficult. Umuntu akakwazi construct a sentence, and mawubuza a simple question, mawukhulu ufuna ukuba yini, what is it that inspire you ukuthi ube sesikolweni? Kids, it's so sad. I always, every time I get to a school, I've got more than 10 students that cry uncontrollable. You cannot control. You cannot do anything. Understand that they become so emotional. Now, and then
right. Already senjaya psychology yami ngakubona ukuthi uyindoda esebenzayo. Akusitshele ngamafitshane oya kukwenze ngoba ukhanya ngani sibili uyangena ku platform lapha. Akusitshele ukuthi uyabohlangana nabo ngaphi laba abantwana.
Well, Mina, every year I donate for my birthday. So my birthday is in June. I always try and do, so it gives me the whole year to prepare for my donations. And I go to schools. I go to Matabeleland mostly. I pick, last time I, ekhaya kuseGwanda kuseMatshetshen ngikhulele eMagedleni mina,
Okay.
to be specific. I think it's about 15 kilometers from Ekwanda. But well, Emma Kedleni, I've only donated once or twice in the over 5 years that I've donated. So I try not to give back to only Iskole Ngafunda Kiso, but to Matabeleland as a whole. I've done Mashonaland, I've done Mtare, I've done Namibia, I've done Botswana, I've done South Africa, I've done a lot of schools. Mostly in KZN and Limpopo and Northwest. So I try and ngingakubeki lento ukuthi there's Matabeleland, there's Mashonaland or something like that. What I do is I help. So that's what I do. And I've got a Facebook page. It's called Education Accelerate. So everyone can go into that platform, Education Accelerate, or if you can just go to my profile, I think on my wall, you'll see what I try and do. That's why we can see where we support each other. We can see ukuthi bona benzani. And because mina ngikhethe isikolo, I can just put in my 5 cents. Like he said, ukuthi reading materials. I've got access to I don't want to say much, but lokho kuncane ngikwazi ukukuthola. Because also people come forward and say, no, we like the initiatives that you do. Here is lokho kuncane abangakwazi ukusiza ngakho. So I think we can collaborate in some projects. And also there's schools that I come forward and say, sinabantwana abangu-2, they fail to pay fees yabo, and then I always chip in. Like a Plum Tree alone, I think I've got 5 kids that I pay fees annually for them. Ekwanda alone, I think I've got another 5. Kobulawayo, I've got 3 kids that I pay school fees for. And then schools always invite me for a prize giving day at the end of the year. I'm always there. I'm always in Zimbabwe at least 3 times a year. And yeah, I always go for a week for 5 days, and it gives me time you spend one full day at a school. So you can imagine I go to at least 5 schools in a week, and then I come back and try and work. So yeah, so kids really need help, guys. So let's stop blaming.
How much is the textbook you made in primary in Zimbabwe?
Well, Mina, if you ask me in Emaliasa Zimbabwe, I always fail to convert. I always, between rands and US dollar and Zim dollar, I always fail. I'm very bad in converting. I've never spent a single cent in Zimbabwe. I always try and leave South Africa with everything that I need. So that I don't spend, because I've discovered cross-rate baya crop.
Amabhuku esyllabus awe Zimbabwe uyakwanisa ukuwathola yini ema-bookshop awe South Africa?
Yes, you get everything. You get everything in South Africa.
What is your message towards all other Zimbabweans, especially abantwana bakini? You see what you have just said. Usibanda sebenza sonke wabona laphana kwakuyini laphana sibanda esadonetela khona abantu laphana.
I-COVID last year, uqala we-COVID.
COVID. That gentleman in Mzi, he does wonders. I've got 848 children in Zimbabwe. 848 children.
That's a big number.
I can go now and if you want, certificate charity. I have got 4 registered charities. I have a charity in Setayo Gatesi no Spanda, Umbuzu Spanda no. Spanda, tell him.
Yeah. Ungasiphathisi ngenhliziyo, because now it means ukuthi thina siyadlala la.
Now we have created a charity la musician awe Matabeleland. Ukuthi umbuze labo Yolanda yilama ngani sibani?
Ayiqiniso Profi.
Create a charity okuthiwa Save Lives ebantwana beMatabeleland. Ukuthi kona sibone ukuthi, you know, I'm not clapping hands for myself. But if I think, yeah, fine, njengawe, njengoYolanda, njengosibanda, njengomaphosa, we combine those heads together. I am telling you, we can do it. We can set up a account here with the right. I don't need anything. siyakunyalizwa lonke ukuthi every month mina I am willing 10 pounds in that account to help isikolo zezimbabwe ibhuku lezimbabwe alisele lifike 10 pounds mina I'm willing but what I hate abantwana bakithi asithandani asincedani this gentleman ombona lapha mziyo ukuthi ublessed lo the guy is genius you know
Okay.
what
No,
you are genius I want you I don't mind Spanda, we don't mind to aid him in our charity. We don't mind to have him who save lives. We can talk to the people. We need people like this. Because let me be honest with you. I come from West Nicholson. I come from Efla Bustapan. I want to see if Ikwanda, Ikolibon, West Nicholson, Imatabu, Izezani, Ikafusi. What abantwana bakithi besenza isimanga so when I see people like you like this so you make me so proud gentlemen anyway let's go back to the topic we'll change our contact and guys wherever you are zinxebe challenge yourself and be like these two guys I am seeing there.
Yeah, but Tao, thanks so much. I think the other thing that we need to do, especially as people from Matabeleland, we should actually. I always feel honestly, please don't take this in a wrong way.
Yeah.
We should actually stop hiding behind the word charity. I think it also impacts negatively on the kids. Let me just be honest with you, and I want to put it. Please don't take me wrong. This message might come across in a wrong way.
We want to talk and nail it. If Philip is wrong, must be said. What if Philip is wrong?
No, you guys are doing wonders. This is very correct. You're 100%, 110% right. But I sometimes feel like we now taking out the word responsibility and replace it with the word charity a lot of times. What I see when I get to the schools is teachers, the school governing bodies, the kids, they are so glued to someone is going to come and donate. After donation, what do they do with the donations? Nothing. Understand? So it also blinds the kids. They get so used to be given things and actually not earning and actually not being responsible, if I can put it that way. So I feel like remember maybe you've got 2 kids or 5 kids. I don't know, but you pay fees for 800 people. Where are the parents? Let's just ask ourselves that questions. Where are the parents? What are they doing? Let's not hide in maybe some have died. Abanye, yes, there are all those situations, but somewhere out there is a parent who is not responsible.
That's
You
true.
get me?
That's
So I think the word that we need to preach, especially in platforms like Facebook, where we know whosoever goes onto Facebook has got money. Whosoever goes to Facebook have got access to data and whatsoever. Understand? And they channel that money to all these things, but they don't check their responsibility. That's the truth. So, as Matabeleland, do you know what we might be debating la? City abantwana basematabeleland bafailile, there is 0% pass rate. Do you know what we might be sitting in a situation whereby Mashonaland students are given free marks? We might be sitting in that.
Yeah.
Let's not run away from that.
Yeah.
We might be in a situation that's even worse than that. But it also requires us to stand up and do what we're supposed to do and put Matabeleland first. And stop hiding in the name Matabeleland. Let's build our societies. Whether eMatabeleland sekhona abantu basempumalanga, sekhona abantu esingabazi, but still they are our communities. So let's stop hiding from izinto ezifana nalezo and take responsibility. So every time we go to platforms like this, I'll make an example. I don't wanna shift from the truth, but I wanna use someone as an example. Angxolele, wherever he is. I think he is your friend, not Dumonyati.
Yeah,
My apologies to mention.
He's my
He
best
started a group Matebeleland children or something like that, people are paying 50 rands.
Yeah.
Everyone who's paying 50 rands in that account doesn't know what's going to happen with that money. You never know. Maybe in 2 years' time, that fund is going to come and say, guys, we have employed 100 teachers with the money that we made in 1 year. You never know.
That's true.
You never know what's going to happen with that money. But we are saying, charity, let's take books, let's take reading materials to schools. Let's stop hiding from the word charity. Let's take our responsibility as men, as fathers, as mothers, as sisters, as parents, and as homeowners. You understand? We stop buying data, we stop buying fish and chips and everything, and channel imali into the right things. Trust me, December, when we go home, when babutau no puti, mauhamba, your boot is filled with ilentoza, reading materials for donations esikoleni. Injiva, amabhuti agcwele ama-grocery namateki abo 8,000 and whatsoever, and nama-CD, nama-radio, nama-what not, bayodla ekhaya. Bathwele imali ezizumbulu bafuna, and mabefika, trust me, in schools that I've gone to, there are a lot of girls that get pregnant. Zimithiswa yinjiva. Guys, my apologies, I'm getting emotionally right now. I'm getting angry.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Understand? Yeah. So if zonke lezi njiva lezi ezifika zimithisa abantwana bethu esikoleni, the kids that we pay fees for, I've had 3 kids ePlumtree abamithiswa ngenjiva zaqeda zahamba. Understand? Those money ukuthi bayehle ngoDecember.
Uyezosibani?
Mina ngiyabhadala fees. I'm trying to bring out a teacher in the future. Kube no teacher wasePlumtree. Understand? I pay fees every month. I send money. I send food. To a party lunch box and whatsoever. I'm trying to better someone's life. My apologies. Ifige imitis. Understand? Just in the name of ukuthi angibuye eGoli mntwana uyangibona. So guys, let's stop hiding from these words, charity and whatsoever. Let's take responsibility. Sikhulume iqiniso, sihlalene endabeni. Angiphiki, out of 50 people, there is 25 people abanamakhanda right who think for the future of Imathebeleland. Let's identify those 25 people. We form something, we pay izimali, we take responsibility, we empower Mathebeleland, not just in education, but in everything, in anything that we can do. And let's not use the words charity, because charity smosha ingane. Ingane zihlele esikoleni expect ukuthi someone is going to come the exercise book, someone is going to pay my fees. After that, what happens? I've got guys, abaqeda form 4, I pay for fees, umuntu aqeda form 4 ekhaya with good marks. Uhlangane naye Hillbrow, ubhuti wakhe usemthathile usemlethe eGoli, and that kid abe nesibindi sokuthi akufonela, my brother ngidinga usizo, ngifuna umsebenzi, sengidecide ukuthi nami ngize eGoli. Why? Because I'm expecting ukuthi ngikubhadalele fees uye kwi-A level. No, ubhuti wami uthe khona ngibuye because there might be better opportunities, or my cousin said this, usela eGoli. Am I supposed to be happy with the money that I've flushed down the drain? Because I've been flushing money for the 4 years. When you say so do you understand, guys? The problem that we have as Mathebeleland doesn't lie with isikolo. It lies with the responsibility. It lies with telling one another the truth. It lies with forming these associations and not donate, but teach. Be the leaders. Understand? If ever Mashonaland is doing bad things in Mathebeleland, if we are responsible, guys, we'll be in a better position to say no. With this school, we don't want to teach our Mashonaland. We will pay our own teachers. We will be in a position because we will have the capacity, we will have the money. That's the truth.
No, that's, I mean, guys, this, I think, you know, especially in Jabagano to Modiana, you know, I'm telling you, you know, what do you want to say? You want to add today?
If I add, I'll be spoiling everything. But thanks a lot to the brother, Prafil.
No, I think
into ayikhulumayo nami into engiyibona ikakhulu mina nami ngumuntu wasemakhaya, so my primary focus has always been izikolo zasemakhaya. What are we doing? How are we helping them? Enale challenge yokuthi abafowethu mabesuka lapha eSouth Africa besiya ekhaya, there is nothing abayifundisa abantwana. The only thing ukuthi umuntu maye ngumfana afike ekhombisa abantwana besikolo or usefuna ukuyakhombisa ama-teacher and trying to prove ukuthi yena unemali uye South Africa. There is nothing that one does to motivate the kids. So ikuthola sesiba nama-challenges ukuthi abantwana they are no longer motivated. Umntwana uyafunda from Form 1 up to Form 4, qeda Form 4 ngoDecember before the results are out use-South Africa, usehleli usesithi udinga umsebenzi, any umsebenzi.
right.
That's why we got like thousands and thousands of our young people coming down here who are illiterate and who doesn't even know what they are coming to do. I was inspired by one story that I read last week. This one boy from our village came to South Africa some few years back. He got to Form 4, he worked and then in a restaurant, and then he went back and he did his A-level, and then now I think he's going to finish his degree like a good journalism and asked. It's so inspiring. Ama funds were not permitting, and he came down here and then he worked and went back and then invested in his education back home. That's quite a very big story. I'll be sharing that story with you tomorrow.
I'm so you know, Mzi, it's your first time to be on this platform. I think I don't know. I think
Yeah,
so.
no, it's my first time.
It's your first time to be on this platform. I don't want to lie to you, and I don't know how probably your friends on Facebook or whatever, but you inspire me, young man. And me, I love challenges. I love challenges. I go to Zimbabwe 4 times a year in Zimbabwe. If I ask you a question, there are very few people who can go to Zimbabwe 3-4 times a year. But I try by only to go to Zimbabwe 4 times a year. And I see a lot. I am so inspired by you, especially you who blessed in Sebenzala. I will love Mzi ukubana lichinchane ama-contact lo blessed. Blessed ungaphi Cape Town latest?
Cape Town manje.
Umzi ungaphi?
Ngise-Goli, ngise-Boksburg.
Use-Boksburg. Ngicela ukuthi ngabe kuyayenza we change ama-contact bafana bami. Ngiyakwazi ukuthi ngabafana kimi by fire anyway, lingabe liyi-2. Lingabe lipenda indebe zenu zibe mnyama but libafana. Right. So lichinchane ama-contact, then sihlangane labanye abantu abafuna ukusebenza. You know, if we can get abantu abanjengani lo mfana wami uJason sibe nje so, but I think Mzi will definitely need you in part of our work esiyenza labo blessing. We want people like you. I am prepared ukuthi every month ngifake 100 rand in an account. I am prepared to help umntwana i-community yakithi. I am one of those guys who doesn't care. A lot of people, they always ask me, are you sure now? Are you in Ndebele, whatever? That has got nothing to do with me. I mean this. You know, if you go and see the places I have traveled and the places I have done, I have contributed in Masimo, I have contributed in Kete, I have contributed in Gwanda, I have contributed in Fulapus. I just love it. I enjoy it. I have contributed in Johannesburg. So forget about that. If we can get you guys start now, I am telling you, we can make a difference. We can make a difference. 100 rand to you in South Africa, it's a lot. 100 rand to me is nothing because, I mean, I can convert it to 20, 22. I'm willing to contribute to that. You understand what I mean? So if I can get my brothers and sisters, abangakwanisa ukusinika even i-2 rand, i-2 pounds and whatever. Siyakhenini ukuthi singathi umntwana weGwanda, isikolo seGwanda sifuna ama-desk or whatever. Madoda, Mzi, asike siyebonana isikolo esinje sithumelele abadala abanje bayibona. That's what we want. We can make a difference ebantwaneni bakithi, madoda. I don't want to lie to you. You inspired me, the two of you, especially you, Mzi, ngoba it's your first time to come in today. You inspire me so much. I wish I can meet you even tomorrow and sit down, see a what's up. You inspire me a lot, my brother. God bless you. Anyway, what I'll do is, Mzi, send me your number, right? Send me your number. On number then or you can buy Facebook and add one another. Then we can create something. I am so inspired by you, young man. Thank you so much.
No, siyabonga Tau. I've just sent you my number now.
Yeah.
Siyabonga, but yeah, like you say, let's try and be professional about this, and run away from donations. Well, a charity, to me, I feel like it's not working. It's not doing the work that it's supposed to do. Trust me. Let's follow what this guy has done. I'm not part of that program that he's doing, but when I went through his profile,
Ngiyakwazi ukusebenza la kakhulu uNoduma.
when I went into his profile and I saw what he does, and I was like, you know what? If Matabeleland can have 10 people like him, just 10, who start initiative like this, I'm sure people wouldn't mind keep a 50 rand out 10 every month into a platform that helps schools, a platform that invests in this. After 5 years, Matabeleland will be different. Trust me, we will be so strong, we will be a force that says if abantu basempumalanga come to us and say one, we say no, one doesn't work, two works. Because it also boosts confidence. It also shows what you guys are willing and God will actually help us. So let's do that, guys.
Thank you. That is powerful. Blessed. Swanda. Yeah.
I need to write somewhere.
I know. Sesivala vele sesivala. Ngikuthi ngama.
Ngizamamela ngale page mina, just excuse me, but when unama contact wami, you can ungixhumanise nobhuti umsizi, then we can see how best we can help each other.
Fantastic. I know. Thank you so much. I vele sesivala. Mzi, thank you so much, Jafel Dala.
No, thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
Message in the number SE2 Jafel Dala.
Okay, all right. No, thank you so much for the platform. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Ibambela ponsizwa wayineli Afrika emhlabeni seyakwasi uyelona mahlawetshale uyelona kodwa yomnyama uyelona mahlawetshale uyelona kodwa yomnyama uyelona kodwa yomnyama uyelona kodwa yomnyama Delikhulu ililima kodwa yomnyama ililima kodwa yomnyama kodwa yomnyama Felix Banda Emasha Komanda kodwa yomnyama Felix Banda Emasha Komanda kodwa yomnyama kodwa yomnyama.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you so much. It has been a good time. Thank you so much. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank Abafana Lapana, Ababuile Lapana, Umzi. Thank you so much. Blessed Lord Jason Lapana. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. You know what? I think me and you, we can actually build something beautiful. Abantwana Bagiti. Let's meet again on the other programs, but I want to take the opportunity to thank you all. I want to take the opportunity. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. God bless you all. Don't forget ukubana xa ukuthi kukhona ofuna ukuthi uncede isigaba sakini, we can do it. Me and you, we can do it. I am so disappointed ukubana hayi abantu abomama bayesaba ukubuya bezongena kuma platform, but we give them the benefit of the doubt ukuthi maybe hayi abana emakhaya, maybe ngabantu abakhulele emadorobheni, so siyabachiya benjalo. From the voice of the Air Marshal Commander Felix Banda, let's meet on the other programs. Have a good day. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Wayineli Afrika emhlabeni seyakwasi Uyelona masawetale, uyelona kosa yumya, uyelona masawetale, uyelona kosa yumya, uyelo, uyelo.